Embracing change can be a hard thing to do. Force you to look at your successes, your failures, what worked, what didn't work, and when your back's against the wall, to make changes. The BlackBerry Priv is answering some questions that I'm not sure people are still asking. Does BlackBerry have any juice left in their metaphorical berry? The pairing of Google's OS and BlackBerry hardware seems like a match made in heaven. But is it a dream? Do they have any more metaphors left? I'm John Ranger from Techno Buffalo. This is my very dramatic review of the BlackBerry Priv. At the end of this review, I'm gonna answer the question, would I buy this? And more importantly, should you? Todd had a bit of a different experience with the BlackBerry Priv than I did. I definitely encourage you to hit the link down below and check out the written article. It'll also have more cameras, galleries, and kind of go into more detail about what I'm going to talk about. He had some software glitches a lot of people are talking about. Turns out he's running an earlier build than what BlackBerry sent us for review models, and I had none of those problems at all. So if you're worried about the Priv having some software bugs, I wouldn't worry too much about it. They can be fixed over the air, and in fact, in my model, they all were. As I do with all my reviews, let me begin with a disclaimer. I use this as my daily driver for 7 days and in conjunction with another phone for 3 days, so 10 days total. Todd Hazelton, who did the written portion, used his for 7 days. He is an AT&T branded model. Mine was unlocked. Both were tested with AT&T service. When I first took the Priv out of the box, I was really impressed. 9.4mm, while by modern smartphone standards might sound on the chunkier side, it feels really slim in the hand. It might be due to the curved edge screen, but the phone screams premium. From the nice soft touch back to the beautiful QHD screen, everything about this phone feels nice. And in fact, I'd wager you give this phone to a stranger, they probably won't even know it's got a little secret. There's a full QWERTY keyboard under there, and I was kind of excited about it. Though the more I use the phone, the less actually I use the keyboard to type, and the more I use it just to scroll. The keys are all touch sensitive. You use it almost like a trackpad to scroll up and down on websites without having to put your finger actually on the screen and cover text. It came to be really nice. The bottom of this thing is almost all speaker grill, so you'd probably expect, like I did, it to be really loud. It is not, so if you're relying on your speakerphone for meetings or in the car, you're gonna be a little bit disappointed here. Just looking at the software of this phone, you might think you're running a Nexus device. It looks like stock Android. It's based on 5.1.1, but BlackBerry has said and assured us that Marshmallow will be coming pretty soon into 2016. We covered a lot more on the software tweaks in our top 5 things to know about the BlackBerry Priv. If you want to watch that, link right here. But things we didn't talk about, the really nice additions. Things like pop-up widgets, things like a redesigned multitasking window. And it's BlackBerry, it's got to be secure. BlackBerry included their DTEC software, and there are other applications that do something similar, but give you a score, let you know how secure your device is, let you know if apps are using your location. So if you find a random game that's maybe tracking where you're at, you might want to delete it or at least change permissions. Can't really talk about software on the BlackBerry Priv without mentioning a little bit of hardware, and that's that curved display. Swipe in from the right or the left, and BlackBerry lets you choose, gives you a really useful interactive set of icons. Want to check out your calendar, maybe add a new one, you can do that. Check out your BlackBerry Hub really quickly, you can do that too. Maybe update your to-do list. Again, you get what I'm saying, you can do that as well. Or just access your quick dials. BlackBerry gives you options. It really makes that curved screen surprisingly useful. The AMOLED screen on the BlackBerry Priv looks pretty good. At 5.4 inches in QHD, there's plenty of pixels to show all of your content. Colors look rich and bright, blacks look really black. Todd had some issues though with it not being bright enough, but for me, at 8% brightness, that was absolutely plenty. It's not the best screen on the market, that crown still goes to Samsung, but it's definitely one of the better screens. So despite the phone getting uncomfortably warm no matter what I did with it, especially while charging, battery life was really good. I was able to get through the full day with about 40-50% battery life, while keeping the brightness around 70-80%. Also, like I knew you guys want to know performance. I never had a single slowdown. I got multitask like a dream. Scrolling through pages was fast. No performance issues at all. But the best camera is always the one you have on you, and chances are your phone's always in your pocket. BlackBerry stepped up their camera game with the Priv. So again, if you want to see camera samples, the link down below and check out Todd's written review. But it boils down to this, pretty good camera. If you're in low light, they're going to be passable. If you're outdoors, the great sunlight, pictures are going to look great. Colors are going to look true to form. The camera's definitely in the upper echelon of sensors that we've tested. You're not going to be disappointed with the sensor on the BlackBerry. Every review I do, I try and answer the question, would I buy this? And the answer I think should be pretty clear. Yeah, I would buy this. This is a tough device to review though, and it's a bit polarizing for a lot of people. Every phone, tablet that I go in to look at, I try and leave all baggage aside. Any experience I've had of BlackBerry in the past doesn't count for this review. This phone stands on its own merit. And on its own merits is a modern Android phone with a beautiful screen, a great camera, a slide-out keyboard that's also a trackpad, pretty solid build quality, and expandable storage. It offers a lot, even for the already expensive price of about 700 bucks. Looking for a phone that's going to do all of those things, give you a close Nexus experience, and also give you the added security that really only BlackBerry can do right now, I think the Priv is a really solid buy. But what do you guys think? Are you still asking the question? Would you still want Android on a BlackBerry? Love to hear your thoughts on it. Leave in the comments down below. And again, check out the written review that Todd wrote to get more detail on anything that I talked about. Until next time, I'm John Render from Techno Buffalo. I will look wistfully into the distance. I'll see you guys in the next video.